What may have seemed like just another day in the kitchen would turn into something that will shake you to your core. Find out exactly what happened that caused this man to start sobbing uncontrollably. In the massive kitchen where the hum of ovens and dishwashers were the predominant sounds, Leo found his solace. At 55, he was a bastion of reliability and dedication, a figure who both led and inspired his colleagues without even trying. Every day, Leo clocked in on time, his presence a constant in an ever-changing work environment. Yet despite his professional fulfillment, Leo's personal life was starkly different, marked by an enveloping loneliness that seemed to deepen with each passing year. Leo's solitude stemmed from a loss that had never quite healed, the death of his beloved wife over a decade ago. She had been his world, and with her passing, the light in his life had dimmed significantly. Leo's evenings were a testament to his solitude, each night spent in the glow of the television, a microwave dinner his constant companion. Game shows were his chosen distraction, their predictable excitement a feeble substitute for genuine companionship. As Leo's birthday approached, a sense of dread settled over him. Birthdays had once been occasions of joy celebrated with love and laughter in the company of his wife. She'd always baked him a strawberry cake, rich and indulgent, a yearly ritual that Leo cherished. But since her death, Leo hadn't tasted strawberry cake, or any cake for that matter. His birthdays had become nondescript days, devoid of celebration, marked only by the passage of time and the reminder of his deep-seated loneliness. At the restaurant, amidst the cacophony of cooking, Leo's attempt to keep his upcoming birthday a secret was unwittingly challenged by Bill, a newer addition to the kitchen team. Bill, with his easy smile and innate curiosity, had noticed the subdued demeanor that Leo carried around like a cloak, especially as the date on the calendar crept closer to the middle of March. "Hey Leo," Bill started during a brief lull in their work, his voice cutting through the ambient noise of the kitchen. "I overheard some of the guys talking about birthdays coming up. When's yours?" Leo hesitated, his usual openness faltering. "It's nothing important, Bill, just another day." But Bill, undeterred, pressed on gently. "Come on, everyone's got a day, when is it?" After a moment of silence filled only by the sounds of food cooking, Leo relented, his voice a soft admission. "It's after tomorrow, but like I said, it's just another day for me." Bill's brow furrowed in concern. "Got any plans?" "No plans." Leo shook his head, a melancholic smile touching his lips. "Haven't really celebrated in years since my wife passed." The conversation left a mark on Bill, who couldn't shake the thought of Leo spending his birthday in such a lonely manner. As Leo left work early that day, part of his weekly routine that saw him clocking out at noon, Bill found himself sharing the conversation with two other workers, Efrat and Tom, during their break. "You know," Bill began, his voice tinged with determination, "Leo hasn't celebrated his birthday since his wife died. Says he hasn't even had a piece of cake in over a decade." Efrat, a man of few words but deep empathy, looked up, his interest piqued. "That's rough. We should do something for him." Tom, always the enthusiast for workplace camaraderie, agreed. "Absolutely, let's surprise him. How about we make him a cake and get him some gifts?" The trio quickly formed a plan, their collective resolve set on bringing a moment of joy to Leo's otherwise mundane birthday. They divided the tasks among themselves. Bill would bake the strawberry cake, remembering Leo's mention of his wife's tradition. Efrat offered to pick up a thoughtful gift that Leo could use, and Tom decided to decorate their workplace, adding a touch of festivity to their otherwise industrial setting. The next day after Leo had left, the kitchen transformed. A corner of their workspace was adorned with balloons and a handmade banner that read "Happy Birthday, Leo." Bill's strawberry cake sat proudly on a table, its aroma a sweet promise of the celebration to come. Gifts wrapped with care were placed beside the cake, each one a testament to the thoughtfulness of Leo's colleagues. The following morning, as Leo arrived at work, the usual monotony of his day was shattered by the sight that greeted him. His colleagues, a mix of friends and acquaintances, stood around the decorated space, smiles wide and eyes bright with anticipation. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story. As Leo approached the kitchen on the morning of his birthday, he braced himself for just another day, but what awaited him was far from ordinary. The moment he stepped into the assembly area, he was greeted by the collective voices of his coworkers, their rendition of Happy Birthday filling the air. This wasn't the standard version of the song, it was an extended version filled with funny rhymes and cheerful verses that spoke volumes of the camaraderie and affection they held for Leo. As the song concluded, laughter and applause erupted throughout the kitchen. One by one, many of the coworkers, including Tom and Efrat, came up to Leo to personally wish him a happy birthday, each exchange a testament to the unexpected warmth that had filled Leo's heart. Bill stepped forward, a warm grin on his face. "Happy birthday, Leo. We wanted to make sure you had a special day." "You're the backbone of this place, Leo," Tom said, clapping him on the back. "We couldn't let today go by without a proper celebration." Efraud stepped forward, a small, elegantly wrapped box in his hand. "And we've got something special for you, Leo, from all of us." Leo eyed the box warily, a mix of excitement and hesitation in his gaze. "You all didn't have to do anything, really. Your friendship is more than enough." But as Efraud pressed the gift into his hands, the other workers gathered around, echoing Efraud's sentiment. "Open it, Leo. We all pitched in. It's just a little something to show our appreciation for all you do." With trembling hands, Leo unwrapped the gift to reveal a beautiful wristwatch, its craftsmanship speaking of a quality that Leo had always admired but never imagined owning. The watch was elegant, its face a testament to timeless design and its band crafted from fine leather. Leo was speechless, his eyes welling up with tears. "I can't possibly accept this, it's too much." Efraud, with a gentle firmness, replied, "Leo, you've given us so much more than you realize. Your dedication, your leadership, it's inspired all of us. This is just a small way of saying thank you. You're more than deserving." Around him, nods and words of agreement came from the assembled coworkers, their faces a mix of affection and insistence. Overwhelmed by the heartfelt show of love and support from his coworkers, Leo's resistance crumbled. "Thank you," he managed to say, his voice thick with emotion. "This means everything to me. I don't know what to say." "Say you'll wear it," Tom chimed in with a grin. Leo laughed through his tears, a sound of pure joy that had been absent from his life for too long. Carefully, he put the watch on his wrist, admiring the way it looked and felt. "It's perfect," he admitted, his heart full. "I've always wanted a watch like this one. Thank you, everyone. Truly, thank you." Leo, overwhelmed by the gesture, felt a lump form in his throat. Tears welled in his eyes as he looked around at the faces of his coworkers, no, his friends. The celebration that ensued was filled with laughter and camaraderie, the joy in the room palpable. Leo blew out the candles on his cake, his heart full for the first time in years. The simple act of kindness from his colleagues had breached the walls of loneliness he had built around himself, offering him a glimpse of the happiness he thought he had lost forever. As the celebrations continued, the air filled with a comforting buzz of friendly chatter and laughter. Efraud approached Leo with a plate in hand. On it was a generous slice of strawberry cake, its rich aroma wafting through the air reminiscent of cherished memories long past. Leo, still basking in the warmth of his coworkers' kindness, smiled at Efraud. "I think I'll wait a bit for the cake, still soaking in all of this." He gestured around at the decorations and his colleagues. But Efraud, with a knowing look in his eye, nudged the plate closer to Leo. "Trust me, Leo, you'll want to try this now. It's a very special cake, I think you'll be pleased." Curiosity piqued and touched by the effort everyone had made, Leo acquiesced, picking up the fork and slicing through the soft, moist cake. As he took his first bite, the familiar taste instantly transported him back in time. The cake was exactly like the one his wife used to make him for every birthday. The same rich strawberry flavor, the same tender crumb, the same irresistible frosting. It was a recipe he hadn't tasted since her passing, a flavor he thought was lost to him forever. The realization hit him like a wave, and he had to pause for a moment to compose himself. The kitchen, the celebrations, the faces of his friends blurred into the background as memories of birthdays past filled his mind, of laughter, love, and the unmistakable taste of this very cake. Efraud watched him closely, a gentle concern etched on his face. "Leo, are you okay?" Leo looked up, his eyes glistening with unshed tears. "How did you? It's exactly like your cake." "We asked around," Efraud said, sharing a glance with the others who had gathered around, drawn by the emotional moment. "Found an old friend of yours who had the recipe. We thought it'd be a nice surprise." Leo was speechless. The thoughtfulness, the effort that his coworkers had put into this gesture was overwhelming. He felt a surge of gratitude mixed with a poignant take of memory. "I don't know what to say. This is the most beautiful gift. Thank you, all of you. You've brought back a piece of her to me." The others exchanged smiles, their mission accomplished. They had hoped to bring joy to Leo's birthday, but they had done something far greater. They had touched his heart in a way they had never imagined. "Hey, it's what friends do, right? We take care of each other." Leo nodded, looking around at the faces of his colleagues. "Yes, we do, and today you've all reminded me of the beauty in life, the beauty in friendships, and the enduring power of love. Thank you, truly." As Leo continued to savor the cake, each bite a bittersweet blend of past and present, the factory floor felt like home. Laughter resumed, conversations flowed, and the celebration of Leo's birthday carried on. But for Leo, the day had transformed into something far more significant. It was a reminder of the capacity for human kindness, the strength of community, and the enduring presence of love even in absence. As the day came to a close, Leo found Bill extending his arm in gratitude. "Bill, thank you. For the cake, for this, for everything." Bill, clasping Leo's hand in his own, smiled. "It was our pleasure, Leo. Remember, you're not alone. You got friends here." Several months had passed since the unforgettable celebration of Leo's birthday at the factory. The camaraderie among the workers had only deepened, and Leo in particular felt a renewed sense of belonging and gratitude towards his colleagues. Among these colleagues, Efrat held a special place for orchestrating the surprise that had touched Leo so deeply. The week before Efrat's birthday, Leo approached Tom with a plan. "Tom, you remember how Efrat and you made my birthday so special, right?" Leo began, his voice tinged with excitement. "Of course, Leo, how could I forget? It was a great day," Tom replied, a smile spreading across his face at the memory. "Well, Efrat's birthday's coming up this weekend. I was thinking maybe we could do something for him, a way to say thank you," Leo suggested, his eyes sparkling with the idea. Tom nodded enthusiastically. "I like where this is going, but his birthday's on the weekend and we're not at work. What do you have in mind?" "That's the best part. I thought we could surprise him by picking him up from his house and taking him out to dinner. Someplace nice to really show our appreciation," Leo explained, his plan taking shape. "Leo, that's a brilliant idea. Efrat won't see it coming. I'm in," Tom agreed, the prospect of surprising Efrat bringing a sense of anticipation. The day of Efrat's birthday arrived and Leo and Tom made their way to his house. As they parked outside, Leo checked the time, ensuring they were on schedule. "Let's make this a birthday Efrat won't forget." They approached the door and rang the bell, waiting with barely contained excitement. When Efrat opened the door, his expression shifted from confusion to surprise as he saw his colleagues standing there with wide grins. "What are you guys doing here?" Efrat asked, taken aback. "Happy birthday, Efrat. We're here to kidnap you for the evening," Tom joked, his voice full of cheer. "We wanted to take you out to dinner to a nice place. Consider it a small token of our appreciation for all that you've done," Leo added, his sincerity evident. Efrat, touched by the gesture, was momentarily lost for words. "Guys, I don't know what to say. Thank you." "No need to say anything, Efrat. Just get ready to be treated to a great evening. It's your day and you deserve it," Leo said, patting Efrat on the back. The dinner that followed was an evening filled with laughter, good food, and heartfelt conversations. It was a celebration not just of Efrat's birthday, but of friendship, gratitude, and the unexpected joys that life can bring. As the evening drew to a close, Efrat looked at Leo and Tom, a deep sense of gratitude in his heart. "Thank you, both of you. This has been one of the best birthdays I've ever had. It means a lot to me." Leo smiled, feeling the warmth of friendship and the satisfaction of giving back. "Just paying it forward, Efrat. We're all in this together." If you enjoyed this story and would like to learn about similar tales of care and compassion, subscribe to our channel for much more.